Hi guys, I'm Light Master Steve and welcome to the Cornerstone.Lighting Show Debrief for Immortals by Fallout Boy. I hope you enjoyed the lighting to this as much as I enjoyed programming it. I spent about 40 minutes on this one, getting it done well. Although I had ideas for this one pretty well formed, I spent most of my time experimenting the best execution for each part. As a result, some parts came out better than I'd had them in my head, which of course is what you always hope for. This is mostly shown in the verses. Working on the profiles, I crossed an effect of the iris and a dimming effect, and this was meant to give it a random feel following that flutish instrument line. I also made the profiles point straight out, to try and make it look like an arch of sorts, with the arrangement that the profiles are in, a kind of homage to an ancient Japanese archway. The wash lights too, use colours fitting into this feel, and I had them chase in an unusual pattern. All of this takes from what the music suggests and puts it right up in your face. While normally I try to keep lights as a more subtle emphasis, in this case it didn't feel that right to be that subtle. In transitions, the cuts could have been nicer, although I thought bringing focus to the whirring sound kept the part alive. The cut in verse 2 on the word future was a little bit weird. Maybe if I'd used a Tron blue instead of the green it would have felt a little better. Futuristic colour was hard to do. The choruses had a very dramatic feel change while I was programming. I wanted to do a colour change, but I was going to keep to the warm colours. Instead, I used white and followed that immortality feel. Suddenly it picked up energy and felt far more alive, and it kept with the in-your-face style I'd had in the verses. I'd also split the chorus into two parts, a bigger motion-based one for the main part, while using the dimmers and static profiles over the crowd to fit with the Immortals line. And I'm not sure why it worked, I just felt like it did. It could have had something to do with trigonometry, shapes and distances and such, I'm not too sure. The instrumental was good, but I don't have too much to say about it. The first cut and the last cut should maybe have featured a sunstrip flash to emphasise them more. And I loved the tilting profiles for when the drum comes in. It's all about the power of that moment. There are only a couple of parts I was disappointed in. One was the sunstrips, which I used a little incorrectly, they weren't really in the best timing, and the other part was the last few seconds when it goes back to the intro fluty sound, and then cuts out. The lights don't have enough time to go fully random in that section, and so the ending just looks a little bit iffy. Well guys, that's it for me this week. I have just a small announcement and then I'll let you go. After this week there will be no more debrief videos. Instead, I'll be putting notes in the lighting video description and a link to the corresponding page at the Cornerstone Lighting website, where you'll find out all of the information that I would have passed on in a debrief video. My hope is this will help to be more concise and precise in what I'm trying to impart to you. However, I will soon be starting to release lighting training and idea videos, so you haven't heard the last of me. Thanks for watching everyone, I hope you enjoyed this last debrief and I'll see you again soon.